안녕하세요 여러분. Hello everyone, it's me Tisha, and today I have a very special video for you. A few days ago I got a comment about what Hangeul is, like what the language you are speaking. I don't understand. So I thought to make a video on the history of Korean language and what exactly is this language. So let's get started. You know, Korean language is one of those language we are very well aware of. Like everyone of us has seen K-pop, K-dramas, or even comics from Korea, right? Today I will talk about Korean alphabet. So imagine a writing system so scientific, so logical, and so creative that linguists call it today the most perfect alphabet ever created. Welcome to the story of Hangeul, the Korean alphabet. But it is more than just letters. Hangeul is a masterpiece of art, science, and a little bit of philosophy. So I will start step by step on the history of Hangeul. Back in the 15th century, Koreans used to write using Chinese letters, which were complex and difficult to master. Also, only the elite scholars could read and write using Chinese characters, but the common people lived in silence. So like they couldn't talk or even write letters, nothing. Imagine having a life when you don't even understand what the other person is saying. You couldn't even write a letter to someone in your family who is far away. Like you don't even know any kind of words or language to speak like the other person would understand. It was quite a bit hard for the common people to get access to writing or even reading in those times. And then came a king with vision. King Sejong the Great believed language shouldn't be a privilege to a human. It should be a tool for everyone that can be easily accessible to express opinions. So he created Hangeul. In 1443, King Sejong gathered his scholars and designed Hangeul. Unlike other alphabets, Hangeul was designed and created with intention. So like we have the English language and we have 26 alphabets, but we don't know what's the origin of English alphabets. We don't know how it was created. Is there any logical explanation? We don't even know that. But Hangeul have those logical explanation and the origin. So it was really good for the linguists to know about its history. And it took about 3 years. So by 1446, Hangeul was created and King Sejong announced it to the world as Hunminjeongeum. Hunminjeongeum was the actual name of Hangeul. The new name is currently Hangeul, but previously it was known as Hunminjeongeum. So it's like the old name and the new name. The word Hunminjeongeum means the proper sounds and instructions for the people. So it's really a good meaning for the alphabets he created. Here's where the genius lies. The consonants of Hangeul, the Korean alphabet, were all designed after the anatomy speech of our organs, like the tongue, the lips, the teeth, and the throat, all their positions when making a sound. Like in Hangeul, we have an alphabet as Neon. It is the actual shape of the tongue touching the roof of our mouth when making a sound. We also have another alphabet as Gyuk, which is shaped after the tongue blocking the back of the throat when making a sound. So it's like an actual speech diagram when we are making or writing the consonants. So there are a total 19 consonants in Hangeul, but among them only 5 are basic consonants. So Gyuk, Neon, Myeum, Eung, and Shiut are the 5 basic consonants, from which the other consonants could be derived by adding a stroke or 2. We also have 5 double consonants among these 19, so they are like a deeper sound from the others. And the vowels, they are purely designed on philosophy. So King Sejong only took 3 symbols: a dot for the sky, a vertical line for the human beings, and a horizontal line for the earth. He used all these 3 symbols to create vowels. In Hangeul, we have 21 vowels. There are complex vowels and simple vowels. However, each of the vowels are a combination of the 3 or just combining 2 or just simply one of them. So these 3 symbols are very important when you are considering or writing a vowel. The harmony of men, the heaven, and the earth, the core idea of Eastern philosophy. That's where these 3 symbols came from. But Hangeul isn't just science, it's beautifully creative. Letters combine into square blocks and each square block makes a full syllable, which is quite interesting and easy to learn. Hangeul isn't only based on these letters, but it also has a beautiful access to other students worldwide. Think of it as Lego pieces, simple on their own but powerful when combined. This Hangeul system is beautifully designed, visually balanced, compact, and a very logical way of writing in this system. So I think this is very powerful and a good logical explanation of how an alphabet has an origin. At first, many scholars saw Hangeul as simple and childish compared to Chinese characters, but soon common people embraced it very quickly. Farmers wrote songs, women wrote poems and letters, and everyone was so happy to finally express themselves. Their opinions, their love, their communication, everything improved. Hangeul soon was recognized by the Korean people. Today, Hangeul is more than just a writing system. Every October 9th, South Korea celebrates their Hangeul Day, and it's the identity of Koreans. Every scientist around the globe admired the writing system Hangeul as their precision, their creative, and the logic behind it is amazing for the linguist. So I think that Hangeul is very logical and very wisely created and designed for the common people. It's even easy for me to understand Hangeul. I already know all the letters, consonants, vowels, and the rules of how to write. It's really interesting and easy to learn Hangeul. I am sure for the Korean people, Hangeul is a freedom to express their opinion and love for the language. Hangeul is not just a language or writing system, it's a bridge between communication and opinions. It's like you can write and read. It's no longer a privilege for the upper class people. It's something that Koreans would freely would like to have in their life. Hangeul is not just a simple writing system, it's a bridge between creativity and science and past and future. It shows us that a language can be designed, can be created with logic and love. And that's why Hangeul is called the most perfect alphabet ever created. And I am sure that many people around the world wants to know this language, wants to understand this language. So if you are looking forward to know more about Hangeul, the writing rules, the alphabets, anything, just let me know in the comments, and I'll make a very easy video on how to learn the consonants, the vowels, how to write the letters, how to make a syllable, everything. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.